Greetings and welcome to another episode of Conquering Diabetes. Let's talk about fruit today. One of the things that I've noticed is that I can post all kinds of topics in our diabetic Facebook group. Generally, I don't get a whole lot of pushback. People might ask questions, but no one's like mad at the topics. They want more information. That's great. Got no problem providing that. What happens though when I start talking about fruit is that people start to get mad, and this is very interesting to me. So let's talk about it for a second. Let's talk about the facts. So first, everyone says fruit has natural sugar in it. It's sugar directly from nature, so it should be fine. So it's true that fruit does have natural sugar in it. It's called fructose. The thing is that fructose is turned into glucose in your body, right? This is something that happens. This is something you can look up. It's just how it is. It can't help it. That's what happens. So the issue comes for a diabetic, regardless of whatever kind of diabetes you have. The problem is that when the fructose turns into glucose and raises your blood sugar into the damaging zone, damage is happening. I'm not sure why that makes people mad. It doesn't happen for every single person out there, but it does happen for a lot of diabetics. So the thing is, to me, it would make sense then, if you were eating any food that raises your blood sugar to the point where damage is going on, it makes sense to remove that food. So going on from there, if you had a candy bar that you knew was raising your blood sugar and you were determined to get your numbers under control, it shouldn't make you mad to give up the candy bar. But for some people, it makes them upset to give up fruit. They say, what about the fiber? Well, there's a lot of foods that you could get that have fiber in them that aren't going to cause a spike. Well, how about the vitamins and minerals? Again, there are so many other foods that you could eat that won't cause a spike. So if those arguments don't hold any water for you, I'm not sure where the disconnect is. I'm not sure why someone would still be upset over the idea of giving up fruit when you can get fiber and the nutrients from somewhere else, unless there's another reason why a person is upset. And what I think it comes down to, even with the evidence pointing all in the direction of you need to give this food up, I think what it comes down to is the attachment to the food. And I'm not faulting anyone for that. I understand that 100%. This has been a battle for me. I'm going on 6 years on this diet, and it's been a battle from the start. There were certain foods I had no problem giving up. Bread, rice, pasta, okay, fine. The things that I struggled with were the sweets. I don't want to give up any sweets because I had an attachment to them. So, yeah, I think if you're mad about giving up a food that is causing damage, you need to examine what the relationship is with that food. Any benefit that you could have gotten from the fruit, from the nutrition, is going to be lost because your body has to try to repair the damage caused by that food. Again, I'm not saying that every single person out there has problems with fruit. I'm not saying that because I don't believe it. I've talked to several people who their A1C is good, they're not on any medicine, they will have a small amount of fruit and it doesn't cause a spike. One last thing to keep in mind too, though, is that your blood glucose monitor is looking for glucose, not fructose. The fructose could be converting into glucose earlier or later than what you're picking up, which is why I try to put this caveat out there. If you have an A1C under 5 and you're not on meds, your diet is well controlled, and you can have a small amount of fruit, that's great. You're the unicorn among horses. But if you don't meet those criteria, I would suggest cutting fruit for a while and see what happens. Anyway, that is all for today. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.